from the oldest stadium in baseball, Fenway Park. MLB Network is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the LA Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Well, you know, I always think pitching and defense are keys to success in the long run. As we take a look at their arms, I see a lot of reason for optimism. A lot can happen over the course of a season, but if these guys stay healthy and pitch to their abilities, they should be in pretty good shape.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Boston Red Sox.
We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. It's the home opener of this new season between the LA Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Harold Reynolds, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that can swing the bat like Jock Peterson. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
That's a good pitch right there. If that's any indication the type of night he's going to have, if he's able to locate that two-seam fastball, they're going to have trouble hitting him.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out.
Batting third.
Here's Corey Seager. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here comes the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike one. Now the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
To first. Moreland's there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But there to take it is Adrian. A nice play by Gonzalez, and that's out number one. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I think this team really needs Ryan Zimmerman to turn it around.
Into the windup and the pitch. Daniel Murphy Stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Bounce down the third baseline. Barehanded. He goes to first. Hey now. Now that's a Gold Glove caliber play there.
Barehanded grabs might be one of the best looking plays in baseball. It not only takes tremendous body control.
Here's Mookie Betts as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that one right down Main Street.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
And this is fouled at the plate. He'll try again, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Red Sox digging in. Jock Peterson. They look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jock Peterson.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Swihart is after it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Batting fifth.
Stepping up to the plate, Franklin Gutierrez. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And Gutierrez comes up empty there, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. At the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Right side and right into the shift. Murphy's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom of the second. In now, Freddie Freeman. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Third baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in the dirt, but there to save it is Gonzalez, and a fine play there to record the putout.
Well, let's take a look at the Dodgers defense, brought to you by Majestic. And down at first base, Adrian Gonzalez. You know, the one thing I like that he does quite better than any first baseman in baseball is crash on the hitter in a bunt situation. He is convicted. He gets all the way in and dares you to swing. Very aggressive.
Andrew Benintendi comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. One and two. Here it comes. This one's flared toward left center. Gutierrez coming in. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Batting 6.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup and the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Bradley swings and misses at that offering, and he's deep in the hole, 0-2.
That's a high strike on a curveball right there. If he continues to throw that pitch, we won't be mentioning his name very much longer in this game. He's going to have to get that ball down to be effective.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Some of our stepping into the box, number 35, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third. Here it comes. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Went up and out of the zone that time, but he gets a piece of it, and he'll see another pitch. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
Batting 8.
Settling in now, Yasmani Grandal. First chance for him here with the man on following the leadoff walk. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. fouled back. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. In the dirt, and now let's see. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Man, he's strong. You see him hold up on that 0-2 pitch? You got to be ready to hit, but man, way to hold up.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now another 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
One thing to take note of is how these last two batters have really driven up his pitch count. He's had to use 14 pitches already on them, and he's not even through this guy yet. 14 is near the top end of what you want to throw in a complete inning.
And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
Batting ninth.
So striding forward now, Kike Hernandez. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. First pitch coming. Here it is. That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Benintendi is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And now is Yasiel Puig. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
He may have to get his eyes checked on that one, because if he's looking for a fastball, man, he had no chance of catching up to that. He better check his eyes. He was really late.
This is skied into short left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So digging in now, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third, the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Blake Swihart. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging the bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating them.
McCarthy steps into his windup, coming at him with the 0-1. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up. Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Forsythe comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Logan Forsythe.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Benintendi. 1 down.
The batter, number 5.
Riding in once again, Corey Seager. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Oh and 1, here it comes. Grounded softly to the right. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's Jock Peterson now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Too low, 1-0. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Lifted into center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. And the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Trey Turner. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The shortstop, number 7.
Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And another throw over. And that, in fact, is going to wind up out of play. So a costly mistake there.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over the first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And he is in there. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 0-2 pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Digging in to try it again. Freddie Freeman. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. There goes the runner. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in standing. Runner at second here with one man out. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw goes to third, and the throw will not get him at third as he moves up on the ground ball.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. One run, just one hit, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And the runner's coming home. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Another 0-2 home. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Here's Jackie Bradley now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth.
Jackie Bradley Jr.
McCarthy comes set. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He's got it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Franklin Gutierrez. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Gutierrez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit ball to second. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting number 23.
Striding in, Adrian Gonzalez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw right there, and that takes care of Gonzalez. 2 gone now.
Now batting number 35.
Stepping in, number 35. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside. 1-0.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
The 1-0 delivery. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? And he'll get in there safely.
Well, this guy's got good stuff. He held him to no hits for a long time. To get a little dribble or start your offense going, though, that's a positive, believe it or not. Finally in the hit column.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, now they got the tying run at first base. Now it's going to take a ball in the gap to really score this guy from first base. And I'm really curious how they're going to defend that on a relay throw, and maybe if we have a play or not. But you got to hit one in the gap to get there first.
Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
Takes a good curveball at the knees. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Moreland.
Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Forsythe charging in on it, and he's safe. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ball game. And that'll bring in the speedy catcher Blake Swihart. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But
a speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Late that time for a strike.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Now that's not fair. You're supposed to be throwing sinkers, and he throws a high fastball right there. That's why everybody's shaking their head.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Digging in once again, Daniel Murphy. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. This is foul for the first strike. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Hernandez is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So stepping in and ready for another shot, Kike Hernandez.
Third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bradley on the run. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
Number 66.
In now is Yasiel Puig. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. No runs, just one hit. One error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready once again,
Forsythe.
Logan Forsythe. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Here's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
For the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
When you're facing this good a hitter, man, that strike 1 becomes so important to get ahead with him and make him think about something else. Now you can control the at bat.
And that misses 1-1. Here it comes. And there's ball 2 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Ready for another shot now. Freddie Freeman. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A high fastball is in there. Hit on the ground to third. Hernandez takes it in. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. McCarthy gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Softly hit out toward short. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Ready for another chance? Corey Seager, 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Fernando Abad.
Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 58, Fernando Abad.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bradley comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Jock Peterson. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Oh, he got out in front of a changeup. He's looking for a fastball right there because he got the bat head so far out he was able to pull it. If that was a fastball, he might have kept it fair.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Swing and a misses. He was way early on that one. 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Luke Hochevar will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 44, Luke Hochevar.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out, nobody on. Takes a knee-high fastball. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers.
Time for the traditional
they trail this one
stretch.
1-0. Digging in to try it.
Number 25, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
Well, that's another first pitch strike right there. Now he's over 70% so far in this game. First pitch strike to hitters. That's why he's deep in the game right now.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Bradley waits on the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Well, you know you've got it working.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Forsythe has it. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in once again,
Zimmerman.
Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he just misses with a curveball. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
The first baseman, number
Stepping
18,
into the box, Mitch Moreland. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. McCarthy's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Here's another 0-2. Just got a piece up the line. And Adrian will come in and just swipe that thing away in foul territory.
That's a good pitch right there. 2-strike breaking ball on the edge of the strike zone, and he was able just to get enough but to foul it off. Stay alive for another pitch.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Hernandez has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Grandal has it, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
Here's Adrian now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground up the middle. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, number 35.
From the stretch, number 35 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Fouled back. Pitch on the way. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And he'll reach first safely.
Well, not a lot of offense from them today. It's only the second hit here, and we are in the late innings of the game. Maybe they can put something together, maybe get things going.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up.
0-1 pitch on its way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. They got a little something working here, Matt. You got the tying run at second base.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. This will chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a look and a throw back to second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second. comes set and the 0-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now here's a line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
And now is Yasiel Puig. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Logan
now
Forsythe.
at the plate, Logan Forsythe. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He's in a tough jam right here, but you see what he's doing? He's going back with his best stuff. Reaching back, trusting his fastball.
0-1 count and the pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Well, that's a huge base hit. Anytime you get a hit late in the game to give you the lead in the ball game, you feel good about yourself, and his teammates are pumped up as well.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. And this one gets away. So the lead runner moves up, but the runner on first was sleeping, it seems. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Turner ranging into the outfield. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire. So it's 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base.
Leading off for the Red Sox.
And that'll bring in the speedy catcher, Blake Swihart. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded to the right. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
In now, Trey Turner. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Hit down the line at first. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
Matt, that's a big base hit. I want to see now, can he get guys out?
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the...
Ready with the 1-0. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2. Runner's on his way to third. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Runner goes for third. Pitch misses. The throw down. Not in time, as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Hit on the ground out to short. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. And he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Stepping in, Jock Peterson. For 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point. Sammy Solis enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Now batting, left fielder.
Into the box now. Franklin Gutierrez, runner in scoring position here. Craig Kimbrell is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Matt, I really thought they were going to pitch around him here, but now you got an 0-2 count. He swung at a couple balls that weren't good pitches. Maybe you decide now, well, let's be aggressive and go after him.
Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. The 0-2 once more. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Runner at second, one away, and stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled straight back. The 0-1 pitch. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready on 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
So stepping 35. In, number 35. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Freeman will put this one away, and the side is retired. One left. Here's Mookie Betts.
Leading off the bottom of the ninth for the Red Sox, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Adam Liberatore comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Number 36, Adam Liberatore.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Here's the 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Chopped foul wide of first. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball.
That is the fourth foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Boy, and he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
The 1-2 pitch. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
This is turning into quite an at-bat. That's 5 foul balls. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Here's another 1-2. Hit Wheatley back to the mound. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the ninth.
Now batting, third baseman.
Now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 0-1. And there's ball one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. No hits in.
Benintendi.
Chris Young will pinch hit here, and he's the potential.
Number 30, Chris Young.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's always disappointing when you don't make the postseason, but at least they got a win here in the season on somewhat of a higher note. Something to hang your hat on when you're on the first tee tomorrow morning.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Brandon McCarthy earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Adam Liberatore records the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. From my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 2 runs, 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Brandon McCarthy. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Luke Hochevar. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.